Slide 1. The article, Intel to End Sponsorship of Science Talent Search, was published by the New York Times in San Francisco on September 9th, 2015. It was written by Quentin Hardy. The article focuses on the world's largest producer of computer chips, Intel, who earned $55.6 billion in revenue last year. Intel is ending its sponsorship on a high school science fair called the Science Talent Search. Slide 2. What is the Science Talent Search? The Science Talent Search contest brings together 40 student finalists to Washington for meetings with top leaders of government and industry, such as President Obama and many CEOs of Fortune 500 companies. It is the nation's most prestigious pre-college science and mathematics competition. Finalists have gone on to be award-winning scientists, university executives, CEOs, and experts in their fields. 8 of these finalists have even gone on to win Nobel Prizes. Slide 3. The Science Talent Search is open to any high school senior that is living in the United States or its surrounding territories. Independent research is done by thousands of students and is narrowed down to 300 semifinalists. Of these, only 40 are chosen. Previous finalists include popular figures such as Ray Kurzweil, a well-known author and director of engineering at Google, Brian Greene, a best-selling science writer, and Thomas Layton, the chief executive of the internet company known as Akami, who is now on the Society's board. Slide 4. Why do the Science Talent Search from a student's perspective? From a student's point of view, doing the Science Talent Search has numerous benefits. The student has an opportunity to set themselves apart from their high school peers, as well as getting valuable networking opportunities from professionals at both Intel and other top technology companies. To top it off, prize money of up to $150,000 is offered to winners of the competition. Slide 5. Why do the Science Talent Search from Intel's perspective? First of all, it generates Intel a significant amount of good publicity in the academic community. Second, it is very inexpensive advertising for them. Third, it allows them to fulfill a social responsibility by giving back to the community. And finally, it allows them to encourage the brightest young minds to work for Intel in the future. Slide 6. What is Intel's social responsibility? As one of the top Fortune 500 companies, Intel has a social responsibility to educate younger generations and get kids interested in science and technology. They also have a responsibility to help these students find a means to pay for college and get through school. Slide 7. Job recruiting. Students participate in the Science Talent Search during their senior year of high school, when they are thinking about career opportunities and what they should pursue in college. Intel would like to encourage these students to work for them rather than a competitor after they graduate. Slide 8. The Science Talent Search as a marketing tool. For students in the competition, even if they do not win, they will remember the fun and opportunities given to them by Intel, and this will generate brand loyalty. Intel also generates a significant amount of positive publicity both in the academic and science communities. Slide 9. Why would Intel stop funding? Intel generates $55.6 billion annually. The competition costs them about $6 million per year. $6 million per year is approximately 0.01% of their annual profit. Former chief executive Craig Barrett describes that as a rounding error on Intel's yearly finances. This being said, is Intel being stingy, or do they believe that they can better allocate their money somewhere else? Slide 10. Why is Intel dropping sponsorship? Our group's opinions. Although $6 million may seem like a very small amount of money relative to the amount of revenue Intel generates yearly, they are choosing to spend their money elsewhere to generate publicity in foreign markets where Intel is not a household name. It is likely that Intel is dropping sponsorship to focus on ways that they can market to larger numbers of people. On another note, when the sponsorship first began in 1998, it only cost Intel $270,000 to put on. Comparing that to the $6 million it costs to put on today, it is possible that Intel may simply believe the costs have gotten out of hand.